Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion Season 3. This is round 2 of the championship. My name is Gareth and joining me once again in the commentary box is Jools. Jools, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, excellent, thank you very much. So this week we are at Tsukuba in Japan, back once again, the tight twisting little 2-kilometre circuit. And you can see the cars are out on track. Here's the championship standings then after the first round. Mark Tranter in the lead with David Lyon and Rob Miller second and third. A few drivers yet to score obviously, and as a result of the stewarding decisions following the first round, you can see William Bibby and Adam Highfield both on negative points.
Yeah, so that answers that question, is can we go into negative? Yes we can.
Yes we can. And here's the championship standings for the teams. Then you can see Kyra's competition ahead of the A-team and Little and Large. Reminder as always, you can find us at the limitofadhesion.com website for news, reviews and all of our videos. So here's the practice results then for Tsukuba. You can see Mark Tranter was the fastest in practice ahead of David Lyon and Adam Highfield, who's showing a lot of pace at the moment. This is boding very well for the championship.
Yeah, it's a close grid there. Adam showing why he's a good hot lapper, but most of the field covered by just a second.
Yeah, and a very nice little link in there. We are producing now a hot lap series for the Formula Renault 2.0, and you can find that on our YouTube channel and also on our website. And here we are into qualifying then. Jules, who are you expecting to see on pole?
Well, I think any of those top 4 in the practice results. So, I mean, you've got to say Lyon and Trent to go well here. Miller also, and Adam has shown a lot of pace around here. I think Kelly's in with a shot as well. So I think one of those 5. And you can see Lyon's already stuck in a pretty rapid time there, straight into the 52s.
Yes. Yeah, it's good to see. So, I mean, obviously the last 2 visits to Tsukuba, Tranter has won both of them. So, is it Tranter 2000 or Tsukuba 2000?
Yeah, he does have an affinity with this track here. You'd expect him to be at the top.
Yeah.
So, and as we say that, he's just gone fastest by 3 tenths over Kelly in second, with Lyon and Miller and Bibby all just looking at the same time there, all on the 52.7.
Yeah, Bibby's showing very well here. He had some strong pace at the Nürburgring. Unfortunate to get involved with that accident with Garlic and obviously get penalised by the stewards.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a fair decision. It was unfortunate, but I think both drivers that got penalties accepted it and moved on.
Yeah, good stuff. Why don't you just take a minute just to explain the new stewarding rules for us? So obviously the drivers get penalised by points, and with points on their licence.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, the stewards will judge whether or not the driver's at fault, and if so, then depending on what they did, it will, as we see Mark just losing control there, depending on what they did, they'll get some points on their licence, and also they could lose championship points depending on how serious the offence was. And if they do get enough points on the licence, then they will miss a race.
Yeah. Nice.
But the hurt is felt really in the championship scores. So if they get a penalty, they might lose 5 or 10 championship points, which is what you can see happen to Highfield and Bibby.
Indeed, we saw a bit of formation flying there from the A-team.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of toe there for Lyon. See, not quite helped. He's still a 10th shy of Tranter, and Garlick's just popped in there with a 52.5 to go to second place.
Very nice too. Good to see Garlic running very strongly in this in the Formula Renault 2.0. He was obviously very strong with the Skippy as well, as we see Kelly there losing out the final hairpin.
You can see several drivers there on outlaps and on pit exits, so you can see that they are chucking off a lot here. It's a track where you can easily lose it. They will probably rein it in a few % for the race, but in qualifying there really isn't a penalty, because within a lap or 2 you're up to speed again, and it's such a short lap. So you can see that the drivers are taking advantage of that by really just going for it.
Indeed. And we really do want to see them going for it. And talking of drivers then, obviously we have the biggest field we've seen in the Limit of Adhesion, ironically on one of the tightest, shortest laps of the season. 17 cars, I believe, in action for this round, although we're only seeing 16 times showing at the moment, though. So,
Yeah, I
and
can't see who's missing, but one of them hasn't set a time yet.
yeah, and obviously one of the new cars is on screen right now. That is Jason Larson in the Jägermeister, and we also welcome Oliver Walker for his first season. You can see he's currently has set a 54.9 and is currently on an outlap, going again. David Line now up to second, 52.498. That's very, very tight at the top there.
Nice improvement there.
Yeah, just a tenth separating the top three. And Bibby now.
That's exceptional, that from Bibby.
Yeah, amazing stuff. And there he is going round, and his teammate just he clipped him. And there is our 17th driver. Then we've welcomed back William Burnett, was missing a lot of season 2, so it's really nice to see him back on track and back into the series.
Absolutely. Yes, welcome back, Will.
Nice, visually easy to spot car. Pink and white.
Yeah, so he's playing a bit of catch up here because the other drivers have had the race and also practice beforehand, and he's finally managed to get into that car. So he's gonna this will just be an outing just to get used to the car and see how he's doing. Push but he's up there now into 14th position as he sets the time, and we now have 17 times on the grid here.
Fantastic stuff. Talking of cars getting up to speed, the LOA finally dipping their toe into the endurance world. Some of the drivers are preparing to do the first endurance race at Oran Park coming up. Yeah,
odd choice for their first race. It's going to be pretty crowded there.
Yes, it's not an easy track to drive around, but yeah, we wish the guys best of luck, and know that certainly Adam, Dave being there, Rob Miller, Kelly, so plenty of the field will be racing. So, and Jason as well. So
yeah.
Best of luck, guys.
Yes, good luck to everyone.
Yeah, don't forget to check out the LOA website, where Adam has promised me that he'll be doing some writing about their experience. So here we can see that's Gary Richardson.
Not many improvements at the moment. I think the white time's on the right. Although Rob's just found something.
There's a new provisional pole. Look up for Richards there into the middle hairpin. Oh, and runs wide, and there's Stephen Batty coming through past him and his teammate. And that is Miller, and Tranter just letting him through. A lot of mistakes, as you say, with everyone pushing incredibly hard trying to get that best lap time.
Yeah, your tyres are up to temp by your second lap, and it's just such a short lap that there really is no penalty to just chucking it into the wall and just going out again. Obviously you couldn't do that in real life, but in sim race you can.
Yes. And also it's, as you say, the shortness of the lap does really help with doing that. You wouldn't be able to do that if you're at Suzuka or Nürburgring last time out.
It looks like the track's evolving, because Garlic, who was in second place, has dropped actually down to 7th now.
Yeah. And a new fast lap for Kelly.
Yeah, that's surprising because he was struggling a bit.
So we're thinking track evolution, we might see a bit more time from Miller, Tranter, Bibby, Line down in 5th now.
No, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. They've got enough time for another lap or two, but about a minute left.
As Kelly loops it.
Yeah, he won't have time to do another lap now, so he's just got to hope that no one betters that 52.335.
Indeed. And there's Adam Highfield then, chasing Kelly's teammate, Stephen Batty.
Yeah, let's pop him up into 3rd. Took him a while to get up to speed, but that's a solid lap time.
His teammate on debut down in 16th place at the moment, but very new to iRacing as Oliver, so you're going to see him getting faster and faster throughout the season.
Line's improved, but not really moved up. So I think he's on his last chance. This is Line's last chance.
And here is Line then. Through turn 4. Turns 2 and 3 don't really exist on this track. They're just that squiggle between the two hairpins.
Yeah, it's another one of those. Why is this a corner?
Yeah. And out of the final hairpin he comes then. Just one corner to go to see.
Miller and Tranter posted their times and didn't improve, so it's only Line left. I think from those that can threaten.
Yeah. Here he comes to the line then. Second.
Oh, just shy.
Wow, that is stunningly close, isn't it? Wow, so Kelly holds on to take his first pole of the year.
Well, looks like to be the case, yeah. And you've got 3 drivers less than a tenth behind.
Wow, this is shaping up to be an exciting race and a very difficult fast track. Oh, that's a huge accident we just heard.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
So let's take a look at the grid then. Gavin Kelly on pole position, alongside David Lyon alongside him. Rob Miller and Adam Highfield second row of the grid, with Mark Tranter down to 5th alongside William Bibby. Then we've got James Garlick in 7th with Josh Namath from the ETM in 8th place. Tony Hankin is in 9th alongside Gary Richards in 10th. Paul Dixon from the LB team is alongside Will Burnett on his return in 12th. Then we've got Stephen Batty from Stupidaguri alongside the second ETM of Winslade. Jason Larson on debut is in 15th place alongside our other rookie Oliver Walker in 16th. And then we've got Gary Jones at the back. So here we are on the grid then. Getting ready to the race start. Nice to see a bright orange car.
Yeah, I think we're just missing green now.
Yeah. Well, I have seen the oh sorry, the race is already underway then. Here we go up to the first corner. And Kelly just holding off Line as they go through there. Let's see if everyone gets safely through. God, it's a tight track for all these cars. 17 of us on the grid there. And locking up as they come into turn 4. And that's Tranter round. Tranter was up and challenging Line for second place, but plummeting down the order there.
Getting to 10th. Oh, and there's a collision there.
That was Garlic
between Garlic and Burnett.
Burnett, yeah. Sad to see. So we're already up to the second to last corner of the lap, and that's Batty challenging Winslade.
Look at that train of cars.
It's amazing.
Glorious to see.
Indeed. So Kelly already with a handy advantage.
Yeah, he certainly put the hammer down.
Yeah. So the end of one lap then, we've got Kelly from Line, from Highfield, Miller, Bibby, Namath, Richards, Winslade, Tranter, Batty into the wall. And he's going to fall down the order then. That's promoted Oliver Walker. And look at Tranter, he's already scything back up the order then, already past Winslade.
He's trying to get a car per corner there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another one here into the hairpin.
Oh, nearly losing the rear end there. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to have a big crash at this rate. He's safely through Richards and Namath. He comes out the final corner, and look at that. Richards attacking Namath now.
Yeah, so that's next target is Bibby for Tranter. Meanwhile, there's squabbles going on behind him between Namath and Richards here.
Yeah, this is a great fight between those two. And how far can Tranter recover after that lap 1 mistake?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, whether it was contact or whether he just lost it on power.
Yeah, we'll see a replay, I guess. So Kelly, 1.5 seconds ahead of Line at the moment, and there's Tranter to the inside of Bibby, gives him the space.
The victim dispatched.
You see Richards has been dispatched by Winslade as well there, just dropping down. So we've got an ETM 7.8 at the moment. Richards,
yeah, that's another great start. That's another 6 places gained off the start for Winslade, pretty much mirroring what he did in the first round.
Question is how far will he fall back down the order though come the end of the race. So we saw last time out. Oh, and who was that in the background? That was Jason Larson running wide at T1. Let's hope he's kept the car going. No, looks like he's falling back down a bit. So Richard's harrying Winslade here, trying to get back past.
Yeah, it's good to see him get stuck in there with those ETM cars. Oh,
Yes.
oh,
And no, he's
lost
dropped
it. I was going to say that was a nice move down the inside there.
Yeah, nice lunge, but couldn't quite hold it on the brakes. Unlucky there, Richards. And you see he's fallen down behind Batty, who's running again. So Richards down to 13th place now. Oh, we'll see Garlic having a few more connection issues, linking in and out, unfortunately.
Just looking up front, and Line's taken the gap down by about half a second to Kelly, so he's not getting away.
No, looks like Line is getting into his groove. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, I was surprised that Kelly got it on pole. I was thinking that it was going to be a Line or Tran to pole. But he does seem to have a way of pulling it out of the bag on the last lap. He did that at Nürburgring as well.
Indeed,
To get second, I think he was languishing down in 5th or 6th until the last seconds. But it's Trent with the fastest lap, so he's going to be hunting this lead 4 down.
Yes. So winners from our first lap then. Winslade up 6 and Oliver Walker up 5 as well. That's a great start for the rookie. See what he can do. But Richards attacking Batty now to 2 and 1. Can he get it slowed down? Oh, yes he can. What a great move.
Yeah, he had that apex nicely.
Yeah. Richards is clearly finding this car much more to his liking than the Skip Barber last season.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I think he's getting into the groove.
And here's Larson then with Gary Jones. These two are 16th and 17th at the moment. Now, Larson looking for a way through. So the car's starting to get a little spread out more now, and we're going to see some more battles. There's Larson going to the inside then, into the final corner. And Jones gave him the space. Nice safe move. Well done, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Replay of the start from Paul Dixon.
Oh, wow.
That was a slow start for Hankin then.
Oh, yeah, he didn't move. There was great reactions from Dixon there to go around him, but...
Oh, just got
got tagged.
Got tagged by Namath as he came up to the passing. It's unfortunate. And there's a replay of Line, and this is Tranter on the inside of him. So,
yeah, there was a bit of contact there. You can see his wing has bent.
yeah, but how did it make him spin to the inside? Oh, gosh.
Clunk.
That was the Garlic and Burnett move.
Yeah, it was odd. I'm not sure what happened there. Whoa, interesting view.
Oh, yes, we're on board with Walker here, and we have got Gary Richards attacking us for all he's worth.
Yeah, making his way back up after that mistake a couple of laps ago. It shouldn't take him too long to get past here, given how close he's attending the rear of Walker's car there.
Yeah.
And Batty's car's a little worse for wear as well, but looking at that there.
Yeah, a little bent wing there on Batty's car. Might explain his slight loss of performance. We'd expect to see Batty right up at the front here. He's a very, very quick driver.
Yeah, who can forget his debut where he won
Summit Point, indeed, yeah. And his Nürburgring race last season as well was a phenomenal drive until he had those, a couple of collisions, Kelly and Line, unfortunately, but apart from that, stunning pace. So we can see Larson and Jones already a lap down. Garlic's just come out the pits then.
Oh right, yeah, he had the collision on the lap 1, didn't he, with Burnett, so he must have got some repairs.
Yes, it's been struggling to pace it somewhat. So the gap at the front is now down to half a second. Kelly is starting to feel the pressure from the line. Highfield a couple of seconds back at the moment.
I'm sorry, I keep hearing Heidfeld.
Yeah, sorry Adam, we're just going to call you Heidfeld from now on. So here is the Rumblebees. A bit of a lock-up from line ahead of him.
Yeah, it's very easy to snatch a break
Yeah.
given the camber of the corners.
And we can see that Miller is running in P4 and Tranter is closing in on him. Tranter with the current fastest lap of the race. Look at that now, the gap now under half a second.
Yeah, it looked like Kelly had a poor lap there. Dave took half a second at the moment.
So that's turns 1, 2 and 3 and here's turn 4.
There you can see that, yeah, lap 9, half a second.
Oh, wow.
It's not really got anywhere to go now though, it's got to get past.
Yeah, and what do we need as a differential to get past then? A good half a second, I'd assume. So we'd need
Yeah, I'd
another
imagine
poor lap,
so.
really.
It's got some good hairpins, but the straights are just not very long. This is the longest part here, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
The line's going into that corner.
God, you reminded me of Jim there. Here we see Hankin in the pits then. What's happening here? Oh, the engine stopped. Hankin out the car, so it looks like Hankin into retirement. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So we can see, just checking out everyone's pace, we can see the front runners all safely into the 52s. And is that Richards going for yet another move? Oh, sorry, it's Garlic
I
and
think that's
Batten
Garlic,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richards has disappeared 4 seconds up the road from this Tsukuba.
Indeed. Yeah, we see Winslow with best lap of 53.4 is going to come under pressure from Dixon if he carries on running at 53 zeros.
Yeah, but no, he's not made any mistakes so far. He's still keeping his 6th positions going.
Yes. And we are looking at William Bibby and Namath in the LB and the ETM. You can see just how far Winslow's dropped back from his teammate. 4 seconds in the last about 10 laps, I guess. On board with Josh Cannell, looking at the LB ahead.
Yeah, looking for somewhere to pass.
Yeah, as you say, it's very difficult round this track. You've got to have be decent on the brakes into one of these 3 hairpins. Which of the 3 would you favour, Jools, as probably the best chance? Oh, look at that then, there's top 3 looking very close together now.
Probably T1. I think it's
T1?
the safest place. Yeah, because you got the long straight, and then try and if you could follow them through the sweeping last corner, taking a different line, you can get a slipstream and do a dive into the T1. I think.
Yeah.
The others both come out of corners, even if they are just kinks. They can unsettle the car. But yeah, probably the second best place would be the hairpin that goes into the back straight.
Yeah, that final hairpin. I've had some fun with that in Skip Barber in the past. Quite a fun corner.
Well, you always have fun in the Skip, don't you?
I do. So you can see the top 5 cars then, all in the same straight, which is exciting. And wow, look at that Miller squirming around. He's getting very close to Highfield ahead of him.
Yeah, no, it's all joined together, hasn't it? Become one battle for first.
Yeah.
Tranter's a little bit off, but he's getting there.
Well, bearing in mind he had that spin early doors and had to pass at least 4 cars to get back to where he is, so he's obviously been pushing very hard. Jules, are tyres going to be a factor in this race, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. In testing, they were going off from about halfway point, which they're coming up to. So it's just this relentless punishment on the sweeping right-hander. Your left front dies before the rest of them do. So they'll start to struggle.
Larson letting the leaders through, and that's going to really hurt him as he was getting very close to Jones and Burnett ahead of him. They were having a lovely dice, those three.
Yeah, I wonder what happened, because we saw him pass Jones, so I didn't see where Jones got him back.
No, and here we are then, we're seeing a very tight battle.
Just got to be patient, getting through the back markers.
Yeah.
But not too patient.
Line just diving to the inside of his teammate. Well, they're all following, getting past Jones. Well done, Jones, for being safe and letting them through there.
Yeah, Kelly didn't get the breather he was hoping for, I think.
No. And let's see if Larson can close back in on Jones.
Yeah, looking at their fastest laps, he should do.
Yeah. But all this is definitely, it's eroded that gap for Tranter now. He's getting very close to that front four ahead of him.
Yeah, he's back in the danger zone.
Indeed. And we see Burnett now with the leaders breathing down on him. Not where he'd expect to be on his return. As I say, not much practice for Burnett before this race. Bit of a lock up there for Kelly. Is that going to help?
No, I heard actually he wasn't sure he was going to make it, but for a lack of a cable that he had misplaced.
Yeah, it's good to see him back on the grid then, and hopefully, getting back into the sharp end as we get later in the year, as he pulls over to the side. Wisely let this scary gaggle get past him. Oh, look at that line to the inside into T1.
Yeah, a bit of an opportunity there for Line, but
which is actually letting Highfield attack him as well. Look, so pass or be passed, and Tranter to the outside of Miller. He's sweeping around the outside. Miller just got himself a bit hung up on the curb there, which has let Tranter through.
Yeah, nice move there.
Yeah, opportunistic. Nice move. In the Kairos competition. So, Kelly, Line, Highfield, Tranter now, and Miller. As we see Larson and Jones going side by side down the straight there.
Yeah, looks like they've recommenced their battle.
Yeah, that's good to see. Trying to look into the inside of Highfield as they came into T1. Is he going to try and carry the move to the turn 4?
It's a bit of a Kelly train, isn't it?
Just thinking that it does feel like Kelly. Well, they're all running very similar pace, but could they go quicker if Kelly wasn't there? I don't know. I don't feel like he is holding them up. I think they're just all naturally running that sort of pace. And we're now on board with Highfield, looking back at Tranter as we come down the long back straight. Tranter to the inside. Now this is what you were saying earlier. Can he get the slipstream into T1? It goes. No, not this time. Highfield wise to it. Shuts the door. So 19 laps completed then. And we're over the halfway stage.
Yeah, they do clip by here.
Yeah. So, looking down the order, we can see that Namath and Dixon very close together as well in 6th and 7th. Richards and is closed back up on Winslade. Oh, look at that. Dixon past Namath now. Nice to see that, a replay of that one. And Bibby's dragging along behind Richards as well. And he's now in 10th place.
Yeah, how long is it going to take for Winslade to fall behind Richards, I wonder?
Oh, yeah.
I'll say Winslade's good at defending, so we'll see.
Yeah. As you know, he's definitely not doing as well with this car as he was last season, so We'll have to wait and see. But look at that, Namath now down
Jools
to
in the pit
10th.
lane.
What's going on there? Winslade up to 7th because of that.
And it looks like
Oh.
Trans has passed Highfield as well.
Wow, good spot there, Gav.
Yeah, that was missed on the cameras.
Yeah,
And
and look at that,
What's
Miller.
happened there?
So did Highfield make a mistake? Because he's now slipped to 5th. Miller up to 4th place.
It almost looked like he had a slowdown, but I didn't know there was a slowdown there.
Indeed. Definitely some replays of what was going on then, because I assume Namath must have made a mistake and had to pit for repairs. We saw he had a bent wing as he came in. He's now in 13th place. Stephen Batty's got past Oliver Walker for 11th. Jones still ahead of Larson, and Burnett now down to 16th. And look at that, so Richards did get by Winslade. Winslade on the inside, is fighting him back, and Bibby's getting involved as well.
Good to see. Battles all the way down the grid.
Yeah, this is nice stuff.
Yeah, in the past it's not been the most exciting of races, so it's good to see that they're fighting.
Yeah, I wonder if the Skippy race could have been more exciting if we'd had this layout as opposed to the Moto one, but wow, that was opportunistic.
Yeah, and straight back under. He was like, no. Possibly, I don't know. I enjoyed attacking that chicane that it adds, and I think Line agreed, but my other drivers prefer this layout.
Well, I think this layout just gives a bit more overtaking opportunity, as we see Richards and Winslade going for it, and they had a super battle last time out. Last time we were at this track in the Skip Barber. Unfortunately, it ended in a small collision. No, there's Larson in the wall there. Richards to the inside, T4. Himself get hung up on the curb there. You can just see Bibby waiting to pounce on any mistake from these two.
Yeah, this is great. Keep swapping positions, please.
Winslade just hugging the apex there.
He's going to have to defend this time rather than think about attacking, Mr. Richards. He got a better exit or run through that corner actually, so now he's swapped it back round again and Bibby's fallen back.
Wow, look at that. Straight to the inside, super attack, and he's done the move. Winslade had no answer that time. Let's see what Bibby can do and how long it takes him to get past the ETM car.
No, I wouldn't count Winslade out yet.
Look at this. Kelly falling down the order. Kelly's down to 5th. It says he's out.
He's gone.
What has happened there? Line now in the lead and Tranter up to 2nd. This is a disaster for our leader.
Yeah, he's totally gone.
Yeah.
I think he's out of the race.
Off the race, then goes Gavin Kelly, who had the pole position and led for the whole of that first 24 laps. That's devastating to see. It was through Tranter now attacking Line into the final corner. Suddenly we've got a new battle for the lead then. Line was closing in on Kelly, but he didn't get past. The gap got down to less than 0.2 of a second before Kelly just sort of plummeted out of the race. That was a disaster. But now Tranter, he's not content to hang around, he's going for it. We're on board with Line, looking back at Tranter into T1. He's trying to get on the apex there, nothing doing this corner.
So now the top 3 are the podium finishes from round 1.
Yeah. These guys are very, very rapid, but heartbreak for Kelly though.
Yeah, it seems it was a computer failure.
Yeah, that's devastating. Shows you how far the front four were going though. He's only just fallen to 16th now.
Yeah.
So, Line, Tranter, Miller, Highfield, Dixon, Richards, Winslade. Then we've got Bibby in 8th, 9th is Garlic, 10th is Stephen Batty. Oh, Namath now just deposed Stephen Batty out of the points. Oliver Walker running 12th, Jones 13th, Burnett 14th and 15th is Larson, the last of our cars running. Out of the 17 starters, Kelly and Hankin sadly in retirement. And here's our lead battle again. Lyon and Tranter coming down to turn 4.
Yeah, update. Hankin also had a technical issue. He lost his audio, so he didn't feel that he could carry on like that.
That's such a shame to see.
Yeah. You rely a lot on the sound. You don't realise it until you actually miss it.
No. Tranter going to the inside there of that final hairpin. Lyon's hanging on.
Yeah. I wonder if Lyon's tyres suffered from all that following of Kelly quite close.
Yeah. We're into the last third of the race then. Just 7 minutes left of the race to go. And Bibby is right on the back of Winslade now. This one's not a case of if, it's a case of when. You get the feeling?
Well, they had an excellent battle last season, didn't they, at Nürburgring?
They did indeed. It felt like they were a bit more closely matched compared to this time. Like Bibby's definitely got the upper hand on Winslade this race.
Well, he got about half a second over him, which is about what we said you'd need to make a pass.
Yeah, that's definitely the time differential for an overtake here. So Tranter still with the fastest lap of the race at 52.393. The fuel's obviously dropping away all the time, but I'm sure with the tyre issues we're going to have, as we see Batty getting past Larson out of the final corner. Perhaps that will be the fastest lap of the race for the whole thing.
Yeah,
you see they're now running like high 52s. Guys looking right into that corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Line
bit of a twitch there. Yeah. Tranter squirming away, trying to get the power down out of that turn 1 corner.
Looks like a matter of time.
And here they come to that other favoured overtaking space. Tranter is going round. Tranter's been kiboshed. The Kairos is down. Nope, there he is recovering. So it's Lyon, Miller, Highfield now. Tranter down to 4th.
Yeah, a little lock up on the rears under braking, looks like. Just
Yeah.
dropped him round.
Look at that. Bibby then is past Winslade. Bibby up to 7th, Winslade down to 8th. Still maintaining that 6 places up though at the moment.
Whoa. That was
wow,
from
that's
far
scary.
back. Oops.
Oh dear. Jones nearly getting collected there. And that's
A wild garlic appears.
yes, Garlic transporting in from the Enterprise. As we
He's
see,
back with his teammate.
yeah. So Lyon, Miller up to 2nd now, Highfield down to 3rd, but
So let's
couple
say
of
Dixon
seconds
is
from
running
this
very well.
yeah,
He's 6 places up from where he started. He's got a solid pace there. He's looking for some good points.
fantastic race for Dixon. He's definitely liking this car a lot more than he was enjoying the Skip Barber last season.
Absolutely. And Bibby's also running up there as well. So this is a good points haul for LB Racing.
Yeah, and they have that deficit from Bibby's penalty from last time out to overcome, so that's good to see. We're now looking at William Burnett running in 14th place with Larson behind him.
Yep, Burnett is our only privateer. Even though there are 2 other single driver teams, he is actually just running as a privateer.
Get a name on your team then, Burnett. Come on, sort it out. And he's got a very bent front wing.
Yeah, I think he landed on it on that first lap, didn't he? When he
Yes.
he took off of Garlic's wheel.
Yes. And we were looking at Larson there, and I was going to mention earlier that he has already prepped a beautiful green livery for a future teammate, so really hoping that someone can come in and team up with Larson. It'd be really cool to have the 2 Jaeger cars running on the grid.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Tranter electing to run Kairos car as a single team entry. Kind of old school F1 that. I like that. And yeah, so we just need to see Bennett having a team name rather than privateer. Unless he wants to be called the Privateers, like an old pirate or something.
Yeah, no, maybe he does. The icon's pretty cool. You still get to use that from last season.
Or maybe we'll just change it to one with an eye patch and stuff. So we're looking at the two ETMs running in tandem with Stephen Batty in the second Stupidaguri and the sole remaining Stupidaguri this race now following Kelly's retirement.
Yeah, and they're just denying him the points. Oh, and he's dropped it. He's gone up in the background there.
Oh dear.
It's going bad to worse here for Stupidaguri.
Indeed, yeah. So a bit of brief
season's champions.
Yeah, indeed. And there is a new teams write-up page on the website. So just giving you a rundown of all the teams and what we can see from them this season, and some beautiful graphic artwork, Jools, that you kindly provided.
Oh, something.
And what's that? That name was facing the wrong way, and that was
Miller has dropped a place.
There's Miller recovering as well. Carnage going on in the last few laps, and it shows that these tyres must be completely gone.
I'm not sure what happened there, but Miller's car doesn't look good.
No, he's crabbing around, isn't he? Is he going to pit for repairs? He's electing to carry on. No, he's gone. No, that car's toast. And he's towed to the pit lane, which will promote Winslade then back up to 8th place. Stephen Batty now in 9th and in the points. He's sort of kicking off in the lower midfield.
Yeah, because Batty was behind Namuth and now he's in front.
Yes.
Oliver Walker is knocking on the door for points.
Well, that would be nice to see if he can get a point on debut. Much harder this season with the bigger grid, as we can see Winslade letting the line through to fall a lap behind.
Seems to be that Line's now got a bit of a breathing space, which is the first time a leader has had a bit of a breathing space since Kelly had his lead for the first 2 or 3 laps at the start of the race, some 30 laps ago.
It's been a chaotic event. And we can see that Highfield now up to 2nd following Miller's demise. Do want to see what happened there. Miller now down 15th in the pits. It's so unfortunate to see after he had such a strong race to that point. He's looking almost certain for a podium.
Yeah, looks like... Oh, here we go.
That's central then. So, he just dropped it on his own. Collected on the rear wheel by Namath, so he must have had... Is it Namath or Namuth?
I don't know. I bow to your judgment on that.
Sure. Well, Joshka, please get in touch and let us know how to pronounce it, because I do like to make sure that my pronunciations are correct. Do not enjoy being told off by the drivers in the Discord chat. You see Adam Highfield just weaving around. Checkered flag for the racer. I didn't even spot it. It came so fast. David Line then winning our event.
That's a frustrated driver.
Would you say Tranter was upset?
Just a little.
Yeah.
And that's promoted Dixon, Rob going out, Miller going out, so that's Dixon into 4th place.
He does do well in the round 2s, doesn't he? So he came P4 in round 2 at Okayama for season 1. Second season P3 Okayama. Season 3 comes 4th at Tsukuba.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. No, and he had 6th place in round 1, so that's a decent start to his championship there.
Indeed, yeah. So final race classifications then. David Line wins from Adam Highfield in 2nd. Mark Tranter comes home in P3. Paul Dixon comes home 4th place. Then we've got Richards in 5th. Bibby comes home in 6th place. Great haul for the LBs. Garlic comes home in 7th place for the Williams team, ahead of Winslade for the ETM. Stephen Batty for Stupidaguri. Joshka Namath in 10th. Oliver Walker on debut comes home 11th place for the Rumblebees, followed by Rob Miller after his spin and collision. 12th, Gary Jones comes home 13th. And then we've got Will Burnett in 14th, Larson in 15th, 16th was Kelly, and Hankin 17th. Those last two in retirement. Championship standings then. Line now promoted up to the lead of the championship ahead of Tranter. Paul Dixon is in 3rd place. Well done, mate. That's awesome. Miller is in 4th. Highfield is in 5th. Kelly 6th. Joshka Namath is in 7th. Then we've got Richards in 8th, 9th is Garlic, 10th is Bibby, 11th is Winslade, then Batty, Hankin, Jones, Larson, Burnett and Walker.
Everyone's now positive. There's no negative scores on the board.
It's good to see that we're still potentially a bit of stewarding after a couple of those collisions. Let's take a look at the team standings then. The A team now up into the lead of the championship despite only one car scoring their points. Kairos is in second, and the LB team now up to third place with a big haul of points. Williams up to fourth. The ETM stay fifth. Little and Large slipping down to sixth ahead of the Stupid Aguri team, who are also slipping down the order. Rumblebees are on the board, and Jägermeister ninth and yet to score.
Yeah, that was a good haul, I think, for Williams and LB, and a bad race for Little and Large and Stupid Aguri.
Indeed, yeah, and a chaotic race there at the end. There's so much action going on. Fantastic race though. What did you make of it?
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was great.
Yeah, certainly a lot better than our last slightly snoozy visit to the Tsukuba. So a reminder, you can find us at limitofadhesion.com. Do come and say hi on our Facebook page or on our Discord, and please do like and subscribe our videos. Jools, thanks so much for being with us again.
Bye-bye.
Cheers guys, bye.